They say that home is where the heart is, and lately we had been feeling nostalgic for one last visit back home to see family and friends before we set sail on an 8-month journey to the Bahamas. We had been away from Sanibel and Captiva Islands for 3 months, my longest stretch away since moving there in 2014. We spent beautiful days back on the water visiting our sea creature friends and getting our local eco-tour business back up and running for the upcoming holiday season. We witnessed the best local spotted eagle ray encounter when 5 large rays were observed feeding at the surface in the shallow, clear waters off North Captiva Island. We spent hours beachcombing in our favorite stomping grounds. It felt great to be back home for a visit that would provide us with more closure. The islands took a big hit in Hurricane Ian. While the mangroves had new pops of green since our last visit, they still wore their battle scars from Ian. We're driving on Sanibel right now.
Driving up Periwinkle Road, seeing all the progress that's been happening here. It's looking a lot better than when we left in July to go to Georgia. A lot of things actively being worked on finally, so in another 3 or 4 months, a lot of things will be done. Especially by the time we get back from the Bahamas, probably in May or June of next year, it'll feel like a whole different place here, we're hoping. And a lot of more visitors that will be coming back to Sanibel Captiva.
Yeah, it's definitely greened up a lot since when we left. It was quite droughty pretty much all last year. I think in July it started finally raining here, probably around the time we left. So it had been pretty brown when we left, but it's looking a lot better. This is where we got married, Steve and I, and everything has been scraped. We got married at this beautiful property called Bali High. Here it is today. It's for sale. good stuff on here because no one's here. And look at this worm snail.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Are you filming right now?
Riveting.
Are you filming? Are you filming? Look at this worm snail.
Steph, stick out your hand. But shade, shadow. Cool.
So here we have a lightning whelk. This is a left-handed shell, meaning it opens up on the left side. And it got its name lightning whelk because of the lightning strikes on the shell here. It is the second largest snail that grows here, the world record being 18 inches from tip to tip. And now remember that a shell is forever, so they will never leave the shells. They don't switch shells. They're not hermit crabs. They're born with this shell and it will grow with them throughout their entire life. Juvenile horse conch. This will be the largest snail that we have in our waters here. The world record is from tip to tip 24 inches, and they are carnivorous. They will eat other snails. Here we have a baby here. They're related to shark eyes. They're in the Naticidae family. We already mentioned the banded tulip, but here's a smaller banded tulip, and you can see it's not alive. It's got the opening there. This is a beautiful worm snail. Find out here. They are snails. This is known as a chestnut turban. Oops. Here's another banded tulip. Pretty good shelling out here. And then this is a top snail. These are a little bit harder to find, but also very beautiful when you do. I love being back here. It feels so good. I've missed shelling. It's one of my passions in SANIBEL and CAPTIVA. This area is one of the shelling capitals of the world, so it's nice to be back and doing what I love. There's a Scotch bonnet. Those are hard to find around here. Got a baby ear there. There is a sea pearl, also known as a knickernut, here in the rack line at Cayo Costa. That's what we named the boat after. Right there. Scotch bonnet, fighting conch, baby ear, worm snail, apple murex, shark eyes, lettered olive, chestnut turban, lightning whelk. Oh! Whoa! That's a pretty big one. They like something here. Oh my god, I think I got that on film. Yeah. I don't know how good it'll. That was a big, right here, in front, right here.
Right here to the right.
There they are. They are beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's shallow. Steve, this is perfect. Yeah. Oh my God.
So today I'm getting my 4th tattoo ever. It's been probably like 10, 12 years since I've had my last one. Didn't know if I'd be getting any more, but this one I thought of a long time ago. down in Southwest Florida here. I was born and raised on a small tidal creek called Hendry Creek, and I have it here. I've always wanted to get a tattoo because the creek kind of looks like a dead black mangrove tree, and right at the top is where we used to live, and I've always thought of this as kind of like a nest. You know, I grew up in this creek a lot, boating and going, and this creek can lead to anywhere in the world is how I always thought it. It's just a neat concept that, you know, I knew one day, you know, that creek, those waters could take me anywhere I wanted to go. So I'm gonna have like an osprey nest, one of my favorite birds, right up here at the top around the residential area up here, and then an osprey leaving the nest. So kind of to commemorate me leaving Southwest Florida for a little bit here.
Pumpkin carving time. This is truly a magical place, a spiritual place, a place I called home for a decade, a place I feel connected to on a deeper level, a place that always calls me back. While I enjoyed returning to my comfort zone, reconnecting with old friends, and shelling the shores, this trip gave me a sense of closure that I had made the right decision by parting ways. We often in life don't get the signs that we need to let us know that we made the right decision, and we learn to move on regardless. I was very excited to go back and visit the islands, but returning gave me the closure I was seeking. This trip left me more confident in my decision to no longer call Southwest Florida my year-round home. I yearn to explore new horizons, embrace new challenges, and meet, of course, new sea creatures. This place will always be special and carry 1 million memories, and I will yearn to see her shores again. For now, I am Bahamas bound, and I couldn't be happier. Until we meet again, SANIBEL and CAPTIVA Islands, it's been a wonderful life living in this paradise.